Hello guys, this is Doronsmovies and you're watching the 26th episode of the lore Q&A. So today I'll be answering some of the questions you guys left on the previous Q&A video, and if you'd like to get your questions answered, it's pretty much as it always was. Make sure to leave them on the newest Q&A lore video. And also you can send your questions by YouTube personal messages, Facebook and Twitter, as you have links in the description for that below. And also, I usually answer the questions on Facebook and Twitter pretty quickly. Alright, so let's start. Yosef asks, in one of your Q&As you said that Dreadlords can't die unless it's a Dreadlord killing a Dreadlord, then why did Varimathras fear Sylvanas as she can't kill him? Is it hard for a Dreadlord to get back to other worlds, so he didn't want to be sent back to the Nether? Or was it for a plan, the battle for Undercity? Also, if you look at Yogg-Saron's whispers, we find him saying, "They're coming for you. Tell yourself again that these are not truly your friends. You're a pawn of forces unseen. It was your fault. There is no escape, not in this life, not in the next. They have turned against you, now take your revenge. Kill them all before they kill you. Give in to your fear." This is just what happened to the Forsaken, like Sylvanas lost her sister Veressa, and when he says there is no escape, not in this life, not in the next, he means the Forsaken with this. So what is your opinion about this? Will there be an army for the old gods but they don't know, or are they mad because of the whispers that are in Tirisfal? Is it maybe an old god in the Eastern Kingdom that wants to corrupt their minds and weaken the mortals to break free? Alright, so for your first question, well, the Dreadlords can't actually die as they are demons, and when demons die in the Warcraft universe, they pretty much go into the Twisted Nether, and I'm not sure, but I believe there is like a secret Dreadlord codex where one of the main rules is to never kill one of your own, as I'm guessing only Dreadlords know how to kill each other permanently, so that when a Dreadlord dies he won't go into the Twisted Nether, but he will just die forever. Now, it's not known how long it takes for a demon to get back into the world, but I'm guessing Varimathras was mostly fearing Sylvanas because I guess he just didn't want to die and get taken into the Twisted Nether for who knows how long, and I'm guessing it's long. Plus, as you said, he also had some sort of a plan where he would pretend to be trustworthy so he can actually abuse that power later on. I mean, one of the prime reasons of that would be the time where in Warcraft 3, where he pretended to actually kill Balnazar so that Sylvanas would start seeing that he has forsaken his own race and that she can fully trust him, as he actually killed one of his own. Well, he didn't actually kill him, but it looked like he did for Sylvanas. So I'm guessing the reason for that would be both the fear of being killed temporarily and also plotting something behind Sylvanas' back so that later on he could strike a fatal blow and maybe help the Burning Legion or the other Dreadlords. Although his plan kind of failed, but he did actually do some damage with the Undercity thing. Alright, so for the second question, well, Sylvanas didn't really lose her sister if you're referring to Veressa, as she is actually still alive and there was a story about her in the War Crimes novel, but I mean, they just got separated because Sylvanas died and she's alive, and Sylvanas is with the Horde and Veressa is with the Alliance. Although she did kind of lose Illyria, as her state is currently unknown, but I'm pretty certain that she is still alive and that she will make her return, who knows when, but it will be soon. Also, I don't really see an army of the old gods coming, as you know, as a thing in Eastern Kings, I believe it was confirmed to not be an old god like the thing under Tirisfal that made the Blood Elves mad, and so they had to move to Quel'Thalas. But it's just something mysterious. I'm not certain, but I actually believe I read something that Blizzard officially confirmed that it's not an old god, but yeah, as I said, it's something mysterious that they don't really plan on revealing soon. And honestly, in my opinion, I think they just don't even know what it is themselves and just want to keep that kind of a mystery in order to pull something completely new for like a next expansion or maybe like a major patch or even a book. So who knows what's under there, but yeah, I don't think we'll find out soon, but it could be in one of the next expansions. Alright, next. Half-Dead asks, before Ner'zhul, how were the Scourge kept in check? Okay, so it's actually pretty simple because there was no Scourge before Ner'zhul was made the Lich King, and pretty much the story behind this was that Ner'zhul tried to escape to a different world with his followers. He kind of betrayed the Horde, and that is one of the main reasons why Outland is as it is today. And just as he entered the portal, he was caught by Kil'jaeden. Then he was like tortured and his soul was ripped apart from his body, and it was bound to the now known Lich King, well, the previous Lich King. And the reason he actually made a Scourge was in order to weaken Azeroth, in order to kind of make the job easier for the Burning Legion, you know, like to weaken their defenses, so that the Burning Legion can just get in there and finish the job. Now, the undeads of the Scourge were mostly created by the corrupted wizards, known as necromancers, and it turned out to be actually a really powerful weapon at the time, because every time the Scourge would kill an enemy, that he would just end up fighting for them, so that's how they just expanded their forces. But they also made a plague and poisoned the food of the citizens, you know, much like what happened in Warcraft 3, like in Stratholme and I believe it was Heartland. So yeah, as I said, like, there was no Scourge before Ner'zhul, and he was one of the ones who made it, well, Kil'jaeden. Okay, continuing on, Yosef asks, could Warlords of Draenor lead into a redone Northrend expansion, considering that Ner'zhul was the original Lich King and we will see him in Warlords? Could he maybe change or stay the same, leading to a new outcome in an alternative Northrend where Ner'zhul never became the Lich King? Well, honestly, I don't really see that happening. I mean, in the current universe, he was the one that actually got the messages from Kil'jaeden. Well, he thought it was from one of the ancient spirits, and he was kind of the one who started the entire gathering of the clans, you know, like the regrouping of the clans and the whole corruption thing. I mean, he was the one who initiated it, but Kil'jaeden was the one who started it. However, later on, Ner'zhul actually did figure out what was going on, and he wasn't actually completely evil like Gul'dan was, as Gul'dan was kind of evil to the core, while Ner'zhul still had a decent side, I guess. Now, at this stage, there won't be any corruption by Kil'jaeden. I mean, as far as I know, only Gul'dan has something going on with that, as he's the only green one. But I don't think Ner'zhul will have much to do with that. But Kil'jaeden in Warlords of Draenor won't really have an important role in the game, as he has in this current universe. And he most likely won't like chase Ner'zhul and turn him into a Lich King, as I don't think we will even reach to that point in the expansion. Now, as it was said previously, it's an alternate universe, so it won't really be connected to the current universe we're in, and the story won't be changed, so I don't think we will be going back to Northrend afterwards. And I honestly don't really see a Northrend related expansion coming soon, unless it's somehow, related to Bolvar and the Scourge, or, maybe something mysterious in Northrend, like an ancient creature or whatnot, something similar to that we don't really know about, and, they can just make up, I guess. So yeah, as I said, I don't really see Warlords of Draenor transitioning into a Northrend-based expansion, but most likely something different apart from that. Alright, next on. People Without Purpose asks, what's the lore behind Troll Druids? Okay, so the Troll Druids aren't really the same as the Tauren or the Night Elf Druids, but are usually quite similar to the Witch Doctors, and most of the current Troll Druids right now are former Witch Doctors. Now, the difference is, unlike the way the Tauren worship, the Earth Mother, or the way that the Night Elves worship the Elune, the Troll Druids kind of call up on the Loa spirits, and they were actually taught their ways of like the druidism by Gonk the Great Hunter, like a raptor Loa, and it was just a bit, I believe, before Cataclysm. I don't really want to go into too much detail in this Q&A, but it's mostly related to the Echo Isles, the Emerald Dream, and the betrayal of Zelazan, as I think he is known as the biggest traitor in the Darkspear tribe. And yeah, I will go into more detail. I will most likely make a video about this in the future, maybe in like a form of a lore lesson, so could be up on the channel soon, I guess, as I've been getting a lot of questions about this topic. Alright, and the last question is by Veratich, and he asks, I'm wondering what happened to Invincible, the beloved horse of Arthas. After Arthas rise as the new Lich King, in the novel Rise of the Lich King, he was riding him into all battles. In Wrath of the Lich King, he never actually appeared and we only saw the mount. Oh yeah, you're actually right, because he did use Invincible a lot in the novel or Warcraft 3, even though that's kind of related, but we didn't really see it too much in Wrath of the Lich King as in the game. And I believe it is said that he actually did use the mount, but we didn't really see it all that much. I don't think we even saw it at all. But he had kind of two main mounts, and that was Invincible and Sindragosa. That's the dragon he raised. And it does suck that they didn't really go too much into the story for Invincible, because it's kind of like a really cool short story on how Invincible died. Actually, the story has a lot of impact when you think about how Arthas turned from this prince to the Lich King. So it kind of had a lot of impact on him as a child. So it's a really cool story, and it sucks that they didn't really cover it too much in the game, but I guess it's just pretty much with a lot of the lore and, you know, a lot of the characters, they just don't have the capacity to fully implement it into the game, and it's a bit different like when you talk about it in a book and when you add it to the game, because when you add it to the game you kind of have to make it interactive. And even if they do that, that would kind of ruin the story. But I guess, I mean, they could they've just added the mount and just, you know, show Lich King riding the mount or whatnot. Alright, and that is all I have for now. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave your questions either via YouTube comment section, YouTube personal messages, Facebook and Twitter. Again, thanks for watching, don't forget to like, favorite and subscribe. See you next time.